Ladies and gentlemen, for our next segment, we have a leader, an absolutely awesome leader who's here with a super awesome session on No Points for Guessing. Awesomizing. Thank you so much, sir. Thank you so much. Awesomizing homes for the global citizen. Let's give it up for Mr. Awesome, Mr. Anup Pande, country head, Awesome Smart Innovations. Mr. Pande, ready whenever you are.
So the topic that you heard was basically awesomizing the homes for the global citizens. Now, why we say global citizens? So we have gone through a very challenging times over the past 2 years. Okay, so there is a world which existed before pandemic, and there is a world that is existing now, which is post-pandemic. We are still seeing some variants of pandemics continuing, but nevertheless, there is a change that has happened pre-pandemic and post-pandemic. And that is where we now believe that it is broken the, so every catastrophe is always followed by innovation, right? And every challenging time always brings in a new change in the world. Now, what this pandemic interestingly has done is that before this pandemic, there were a lot of, there was a physical world which existed. We were more attuned to the physical world of things. And post-pandemic, now we are customized, we are adjusting to the new way of life, which is more virtual. Okay, so boundaries have been broken, and now if you look at all the lifestyles across the globe, more or less have become the same, and we are part of that global phenomena. And that is why I say that now there are no Indians or Americans or Europeans, but when it comes to lifestyle, it is everybody is a global citizen now. More or less everybody is living the same virtual life. More or less everybody is doing a lot of work from home. A lot of meetings have started happening virtually. Travel restrictions, even though they have gone off, people still prefer virtual way of living now. That is where the world of metaverse is also evolving. So that is why we say that we have to now bring solutions that are going to be in line with this new way of living, with this new way of people adjusting to the new lifestyle. And that is where a solution which is more global and something that is prevalent across any kind of geography, irrespective of the boundaries. So that is where we at Awesome, what we have understood is that we need to do innovation, yes, but at the same time, we also need to understand that now, with more and more time being spent inside the home, the idea is that more people are staying inside the house. So earlier, like we had people working, going for work. Now even those people are staying in the house. Their parents are staying in the house. The wife is staying in the house. The children are doing their schooling from the house. So this new way of living, your home also has to adjust to that new way of living and has to facilitate that convenient living. So that's where we say that the previous way of living, which was a very normal way of living, is very boring. Now you have to change, and the change is to go towards a new way of living, which is the global way of living. So we are looking to disrupting the status quo now. The status quo was a very traditional way of doing things. Now here what we are saying is that now it's time that our homes adjust to the new style, the new format of living, now within the limited spaces of our walls, accommodating all different kind of users, offering them the convenience, offering them the comfort, and offering them the efficiency at the same time becomes a lot challenging. Now just imagine a father doing his office meetings on one desk, a child attending a school parallelly in the same room or in the adjacent room on the other side, and a wife doing her course, daily course in the other rooms. Now everything happening simultaneously within the same house, and the house had to adjust. So you have to build that comfort, that convenience, that efficiency within those walls to bring in that, to help the users adjust to this new way of living. So that's where we are saying that we have to now start breaking the status quo. Of course, the innovation that we have is more on the switch side. That we have done is building up a smart switch which can do multifunction. Okay, so this is one single switch which can almost do everything that you can imagine, right from lighting control to curtain control to whatever lot of automation that you are seeing outside when you go to all these stalls over here. There's a lot of innovation happening. So the differentiation that we bring is that with a single switch, you can achieve everything that is being shown over here. And aesthetics. So now aesthetics have become more and more important for a global citizen. They not only want functionality, but they also want things to look beautiful. They also want things that should match the decor of the house, the interior of the house, the aesthetics of the house. So that's where now all different kind of interfaces coming up, and we are bringing in all different innovative interfaces that could accommodate to all different kind of users in the house. Right? So this is the scenario today, right? This is a scenario today. Now, essentially, these users were existing before also, but then, as I said, now it's becoming more close-knit because more and more people are spending more and more time inside, and that is where they need to adjust, right? So, what is it that the user needs? The user needs something which is very easy to use. The user would need something which is very easy to maintain. The user needs something which is very easy to service. Now, in this pandemic times, okay, having an automation system is something that should not cause you to have external servicemen visit your house. Okay. Now, a lot of maintenance issues, if reported, you cannot afford to have service people come and do all the maintenance work for you. So you would ideally need systems in place in your house such that they are all self-serviceable, or something which is serviceable locally by your local electrician itself. You may not want a technician from a remote area coming all the way to your place and start doing things at your place. Secondly, it has to be cost effective. It has to be something which is easily manageable. So that's where our product comes in, where it is as easy as like plugging in a normal switch, which mostly a user would also know, or if not, then maximum he would need is the assistance of a local electrician. That is the only technicality involved in this product. Rest all is self-intuitive. And that is what a user today needs. That is what a global citizen today needs. That he wants products and he wants systems, he wants solutions which are very, very self-intuitive. Minimal interference, minimal intervention. Applicable across any kind of infrastructure, whether it is a house, whether it is a hospital, retail, all kind of infrastructures are more and more requiring this kind of solutions. So as I said, it's an end-to-end system that we are offering, and something that is bringing in a lot of convenience, aesthetic, efficiency, and security. All these four aspects combinedly are something that are very much needed now. So that's what we promise to deliver. Right? And these are some of the control mechanisms which are allowing you to do more and more touchless control. So you can now control things. So you need not necessarily touch anything to control things in your house. You can control it via app, voice, sensors. So all different kind of mechanisms available now, which can make your house a touchless house. And a clutter-free look. Okay, so the products that we make are designed with the philosophy of keeping the wiring to a minimal, and keeping your switchboards all clutter-free, no hanging wires, no hanging sockets, nothing of that sort. Everything should be very aesthetically aligned so that you feel good when you are entering your room. You feel that it's a neat and minimal finish, which is where you are not seeing any clutter of wires across the house. So those are the kind of product philosophy with which every product of ours gets built. And of course, just in the previous panel discussion, there was a talk about energy efficiency. So this energy efficiency may not impact a residential user immediately at this point of time. But yes, when you look at it from a global perspective, even small savings which are happening at the local house level, when you look at it globally, there is a lot of energy saving that can happen. So yeah, these systems definitely bring in energy efficiency, and that is I would say an advantage which may not be directly visible at this point of time, but overall it will help even reduce at some point of time. It will even help reduce. It will give some assistance in reducing the global warming issue as well. Right? And of course, now with we staying more at home, we need more security at home. So that's where a lot of integration is required with all the different security systems in place with IP cameras, sensors, alarms, panic buttons. So now you have elderly people in the house who need immediate assistance. And at times they may not be able to even physically do anything to even raise an alarm. So you need systems which can automatically raise alarms for them. You need systems which can automatically detect some issue happening with them, and it should give you an alert. So we are building systems that are able to do this now. So we have a stall right at the entrance, and you can come and visit us. We have all these demonstrations happening over there. Mood lighting, human-centric lighting, daylight saving. So as I said, we spending more time inside the house. We are getting less exposed to sun, which is impacting our circadian rhythm of the body, which is also leading to all kind of health issues, including sleep disorders and different kind of health problems that are occurring in the body now. So here with our solutions, you can replicate the entire sun's lighting system inside the house now. So you don't necessarily have to be outside the house to experience a sun's circadian rhythm. You can very well be within your house, within your spaces, which is office or whatever space you are in, and we can still give you an experience which is very similar to an outside sun movement. These are all the various products that can be put in place to bring in all this touchless and convenience-based experiential usage for the users. This is also, as I said, aesthetic is one definitely a value that is we are trying to put in our product, so that more and more users feel good about their house, start using the systems more efficiently. So this is all about all the different interfaces that we are providing to the users. So if you look at even the finish and the aesthetics, we are not only targeting the Indian users now. So idea is basically to build products that have more global appeal, that are more that can be used even by somebody who is not somebody in Europe, in US, in China. Why not? Why not do the reverse trend? Right? So this again, so these are all the products, and these are all products being displayed over there at our stall. You can definitely come and visit. And this is all live over there. So you can also experience it. Right? So these are all wireless. So again, if you see, this is all a simple Bluetooth speaker. Now I'll explain the product philosophy over here. A simple Bluetooth speaker, a simple wireless charger. You will find dime a dozen of these products in the market. Okay, dime a dozen. But the differentiation over here is that we have just made this an in-wall product so that there are no hanging wires. Now imagine beside your bedside this product being installed. If you had a traditional Bluetooth speaker, you would still require a switchboard with a socket and then plug the Bluetooth speaker into the socket, and then the Bluetooth speaker you would be able to use. But here the Bluetooth speaker is inside the wall itself. You don't have any hanging wires, you connect directly. It is also acting as a clock, it is also an alarm, and it is also integrated with your doorbell. So if you are in your bedroom and if somebody is ringing the doorbell at the entrance, so you would be notified immediately. So you don't even need a tech, कि भाई वो वहाँ पे ring हुआ IP doorbell, and then I'm getting an alarm on my mobile and I'm attending to that. not needed, you can do it very well with this itself. So it's a multifunction device. So what we are doing is product philosophy. Not only are we making product more convenient, clutter-free, but also building in multi-capabilities into the product. Because now the user wants multi-capabilities into the product. He may not want to have the headache of using different things for different products for different things. Simple life, he wants to simplify his life. Already his life is a cluttered life, so he wants to simplify his life. So at least we are contributing at that level by bringing in products, bringing in that convenience to him and giving him a life which is very, very, I would say, clutter-free and something which brings in a lot of international appeal to his house also. And as you can see, the products can actually be used by anybody and everybody globally. Now, this is not a product that is only restricted to India. We are taking this to the global market. And that is why we say that this is awesomizing your homes and awesomizing the homes for the global citizen. So we hope that you as global citizens get to use our products, get to use our solutions, and yeah, experience them. All the more welcome to our stall. Thank you so much.
Fantastic. Ladies and gentlemen, a big round of applause for Mr. Anup Pande. Mr. Anup, a big round of applause, ladies and gentlemen. Mr. Pande, you are awesome. Your session is awesome. Awesome's awesome. Smart Home Expo is awesome. Audience members are awesome. And ladies and gentlemen, that is the reason why Awesome is the title sponsor for Smart Home Expo 2022. A big round of applause for them. That was
Thank you.
absolutely
Thank you.
amazing. Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you so
and
much.
now I would request the awesome Mr. Sandeep Singh to kindly come on up, the founder of Smart Home Expo, and present Mr. Anup with a token of our appreciation.